Hey guys, what's up? iBubba's here, bringing you some Path of Exile today. Um, I was streaming over on one of my buddy's channels, doing some maps and stuff with him, High Roller. Go check him out. We play pretty much every day. We're going to be playing a lot more Path of Exile. But this guy named Tom came in chat today and was asking a bunch of questions about rangers and what he should be doing. Um, so yeah, I answered a bunch of his questions, and I said, hey, you know what? It's been a long time since I've played ranger. Maybe I'll hop on my old ranger I used to have that I never really finished completely playing, and maybe I'll mess around with a little bit and just kind of show you what a ranger can do. So here we go. This really isn't a build guide or anything. It's more just a showcase of kind of what you can expect a ranger to do towards end game, and how fun it could be. This build is kind of based off of Neversink's tornado shot build. I'll put a link in the description of that. This ranger I made a long time ago using Neversink's tornado shot guide, and I think I was playing it as Ice Shot, which I love. Ice Shot. Ice Shot has always been so fun to me. But I did change it up now to Tornado Shot, because Tornado Shot's amazing. It was back then when I played it. It still is today. Um, so, this character is actually so old, you can see I don't even have an ascendancy yet. Like I was pretty much given Act 10, you can see, just because I was already 2 maps anyway. But yeah, like the labyrinth didn't even exist back when I made this character. I haven't played ranger for a long time. I used to play a lot of Ice Shot and Lightning Arrow back a long time ago when pretty much everybody was ran around as Lightning Arrow. But yeah, so obviously I got a new respec because I haven't logged into this character forever. So I just went ahead over, grabbed the Neversink's build and just kind of threw some skill points in here. It's fairly simple. Damage, we go up to Ballistic Mastery. Of course, we grab Herbalism, Life. We grab Heart Seeker. We come over here to grab this big bow node. We get Acrobatics, Vol Pact. I grabbed this just because I needed intelligence to use some of my stuff. So I just went ahead and popped that on for now because my gear isn't the best. You'll see in a second. And then you come up here to the Shadow Tree, grab like Nullification, Blood Siphon, and just some really nice damage in the Shadow Tree. We come down, of course, grab Lethality. If I continue, I don't know if I'm going to continue playing this character that much. This character isn't in a league or anything. It's just in regular soft core. If I do continue, I'll go over to Primal Forces, Thick Skin, and King of the Hill. So yeah, it's pretty much a simple build. As I was saying, a lot of times when I made a ranger, I would come down, grab Iron Reflexes, and a lot of times go to Resolute Technique. But as you can see, you know, the skill tree has changed a lot since I used to play ranger. So I don't really think going to Resolute Technique would be too great. I guess you could probably cut over, but it's so easy now to get accuracy and stuff. Plus some great bows, which the bow I have is actually the Lion's Eye. Well, I would love to get the 6 link and get like a Combs Heart. It would be fantastic. This build would be so fun. I think in the next league I may make a ranger, because like I said, this was like the last ranger I think I made, and it's only level 68, so I didn't even play it that much, especially back, you know, a few years ago when there was just pretty much Act 3. Act 4 wasn't even out when I made this character. So yeah, I got the Lion's Eye Glare, just some random helm, quiver. These boots are pretty nice. life, fire res, cold res, lightning res, some movement speed. Not too shabby. I got the Meganord's girdle on. Some random... That's actually not too bad. It could be a lot better though. Gloves. And I got prismatic rings. Like, does anybody even use prismatic rings anymore? Like, I just always use 2 stone rings these days. But yeah, back then, like, I think prismatic rings were like the new fun thing. But yeah, not terrible. My resists aren't great on this character. And my flasks, as you can see, are pretty terrible. I don't even know why I have a mana flask. I'm pretty sure I don't need mana at all. Jade Flask of Heat. I do have a Divine Flask, Seething of Staunching. Like, that's good. Like, that's pretty much... I guess Quicksilver Flask isn't bad to have. Some nice movement speed. Because I don't have a movement skill in this. The only one I can really think of that would be decent, maybe Blink Arrow with like faster attacks or something. But yeah. There's the gear I have. Nothing too special. I mean, some of this gear is pretty decent. I do have a 5 link. But I've got Tornado Shot. And I've got it linked with GMP. Physical projectile attack damage support. I have faster attacks thrown in. And physical to lightning support. And basically that's what we're doing. We're kind of switching over to kind of physical and elemental with that. And you could put like maim or elemental damage with attacks. Probably don't even really need faster attacks too much. This thing, I mean, this ranger hits like a truck. So I guess if I was going to go faster attacks, probably go with it in the 6th link. And I'm also running just Hatred and Herald of Ice, and I thought that this was funny when I got on this character. I had like Hatred and stuff linked up with reduced mana, because you know, back in the day that was a good thing to do. You'd run like a bunch of auroras like Grace and Hatred and stuff with reduced mana. So I thought that was kind of funny. I left that in there just for the meme, I guess. It was kind of hilarious to see reduced mana in a link like that these days. But yeah, I went ahead and I threw in the Herald of Ice. I already had the Hatred. And I think I did have, when I logged onto this character, I did have Ice Shot, and I think LMP. I still had the physical. I still had the faster attacks. And I forget what I had for the blue gem, but you can see like these are just like low levels. I did have Tornado Shot leveling it up because I think I was going to go to Tornado Shot later, or at least try it out, but I really loved Ice Shot. So yeah, I'll just show you real quick, like with this kind of thrown together character that I have. I mean, the deer's okay, especially for, you know, this level. We'll see if we can kill something and kind of show you the power of Tornado Shot. And see if I can still somewhat play Ranger. I guess I should have done a map. I'm pretty sure I can do maps. So yeah, like, this is Tornado Shot, like. And the thing with Tornado Shot too is if you can see, oh, that hurt. You can see if you hit in certain spots, stuff would die a lot quicker. I remember that being a thing, that you wanted to kind of focus the Tornado Shot to hit an enemy multiple times. Woo. So you can see, I mean, even with all this stuff thrown together, it's pretty fun. Tornado Shot's really good. I wouldn't recommend trying this in hardcore the way I'm playing, but if I kind of refine the gear a little bit, this could be pretty good. Hit him with puncture a little bit, maybe. And like I said, if I didn't have faster attacks, which is the problem now, I would be doing a lot more damage. If I had like elemental hit on this thing, I'd be doing a lot more damage to those bosses. But Tornado Shot is just cool, just to see all the arrows just flying everywhere. It's fantastic. I would love to get this with Combs Hard on, man. This would be so fun. I may make this build, maybe not at the start of next ladder, but shortly thereafter. Just shoot arrows all over the place. You can kind of see like when you're... Maybe I should try it with like one without GMP on. Like if you can see, it kind of shoots your arrows out in like a triangle. So you got to try to position your Tornado Shot a little better. Of course with GMP, you know, arrows just fly all over the place, so it's a little more unforgiving. But you do want to kind of throw it a little bit behind, if I remember right. Yeah, you can see that boss just bam, went down. So yeah, I hope, you know, I hope if you're watching this, Tom, this gets you to play a Ranger soon. Maybe try it out. Maybe next ladder reset I'll make a guide on Tornado Shot or Ice Shot maybe. Like I would love to play some Ice Shot again. That was super fun. So I don't know. Ranger's always been kind of fun to me. I don't know why I stopped playing Ranger. Of course, I haven't played much, to be honest, here lately. I usually make a character, get up to like 50 or 60, and then I stop playing for the league. A matter of fact, I haven't even gotten into maps, into the Atlas system too much since it came out. So I'm definitely getting back into Path of Exile. I'm going to start playing it a lot more going forward, and hopefully making some good videos. I have a few videos coming up for you guys. Very soon I'll show you some of the characters, kind of a sneak peek if you do want to follow. Oh yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that portal. I forgot I had that on this character. It's fantastic. I'll show you kind of a sneak peek of some of the characters I've made in Harbinger League here lately. And I just made most of these characters a while back. I haven't played much, like I said, but I have got into maps a little bit. I've got a Scorching Ray that I made. I've got this Lazy Paladin build that I've been wanting to try out for so long, and finally just said the heck with it, I'm going to play it. And this is a character I've been playing with my buddy High Roller. He's been going a summoner build with Spectres, and we've been wrecking face over in his channel. You can watch some of the episodes where we're playing through the game and getting into maps. And then this character here, this is just a fun character I always make. A sweeper. I'm going to show, this is going to be just another showcase because I don't even know what I'm going to do with this character anymore. He owns face, don't get me wrong, but I just don't really have a plan for in-game, like what I want to do with this character. I don't know. This is just something I threw together myself. I've played Marauder tons, clear back and close beta, and forward. Pretty much every league made a Marauder, and I love Sweep. Sweep is one of my favorite things. So I'm probably going to make like another showcase video just kind of showing this off. Not so much a guide, again, same with the Ranger. Not so much a guide, just kind of showing it off. You can see I've got Marauders, and there's my witch. This was a dual totem, I think, that I made a long time ago. I used to play nothing but hardcore, and these days I just kind of casual it up, you know. Just kind of play softcore these days. I don't get into hardcore too much anymore. But yeah, moving forward, I'm gonna hit the leagues hard. Try to make at least a few builds each league, and make some videos on them. And maybe showcase some builds. I'd like to do a thing where I just showcase builds, kind of like what I just did with this ranger in a way, except a lot more fleshed out, and really give like a review on the builds. Because I think that's something that's kind of missing. Like, a lot of people just throw builds together and like, hey, play this build, it's good for starter league. I would like to go through and just test out builds and say, hey, you know, like, here's what you do, like, early game, mid game, for a lot of new people coming to PoE. Because just like, you know, Tom earlier was asking a ton of questions about stuff, and there's really no resource to find stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm gonna make a ton of videos anyway, whether people watch them or not, and hopefully you guys enjoy what you see. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for future PoE videos. Thank you guys.